King and queens, I hope everybody is doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, stand to yourself. We got a video about O'Shea Duke Jackson. Stefon Diggs, BBL clapping is causing this problem. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. We're going to get straight into it. Stefon, you got to hold it down, brother. Stop being too freaky. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little freaky now, but you too freaky. Can't hit everything moving, brother. Goodness gracious, you're going to blow the contract. You're going to blow the money for us all. Let's get to this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, too.
Stefon Diggs definitely has a type, y'all. I guess even when it comes down to who's cooking his food.
On December 2nd, 2025, Stefon Diggs and his personal chef, Mila Adams, got into a very terrible disagreement.
Nope. Why does your chef, why does your chef look like this, brother? You couldn't go get auntie up the block. You couldn't go get Unc them. You couldn't go get granny. You had to go get something that looked like this. So when your urges is as strong and you didn't have one of them nights, all you got to do is hit your chef. You know, some people's chef be living with them too. Or they be close by, or they be on call. Imagine having a chef that look like this on call. Man, I see why you're in trouble, brother. You're supposed to get something that's going to help. You're supposed to go get something that you are at least attracted to, bro. Especially if you know, like, all right, I'm having a little complications with controlling myself when it comes to these beautiful women. I'm not going to hire somebody that look like this to cook for me.
Allegedly, he was basically accused of slapping her and choking her at his Massachusetts home on that night. Now, she did not go to the police at that time, but she did go later. And he was arrested, I believe, on December 30th or 31st. And now the NFL is investigating it. Let me talk about this. You have this particular chef that you have hired. And I mean, most people would hire a chef that was maybe a male, older lady, but that's not what happened.
Stefon Diggs definitely has a type, y'all. I guess even when it comes down to
File free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do-It-Yourself by February 28th, no matter your tax situation. Get the TurboTax app now.
This is what would happen to your body if you ate mood sleep gummies every day. Day 1, you take your first
who's cooking his food, because this is allegedly the private chef, Mila Adams, that is accusing him of strangulation. This is the woman that's in the text messages. And let me ask y'all, did y'all peep how she said, "I'm out your life"?
Yeah, there is no way you guys wasn't intimate. You put your hands on her because she probably did something to you, because your feelings are now involved because y'all were physical with each other. This is, y'all not, come on, man. Who y'all think y'all fooling? Stefon, Mr. Diggs, brother, come on. It's me, brother. It's your little cousin. I'm your little big cousin. You can't pull that off on me, bro. There's no way she just said something and it pissed you off and you was just like, you know what, no. She said, I'm going to my other dude's house tonight. I'm going to the NBA player crib tonight. I'm not coming over there cooking nothing. That's the only reason. But at the same time, why did you not go to the police immediately once this happened? Till they wait till that oil run dry. They wait till a dude be like, nah, you know what? You ain't getting what you thought you was getting out of me. Oh, really? You're not going to keep up the contract that we said verbally with each other? Don't worry about it. I'm going to the... And then they try to ruin you.
That was very odd to me that a chef with a business relationship would say something like that. I'm out your life. That sounded a little bit more intimate, if you ask me. Now, looking at her, do y'all think that she was dealing with Stefon in an intimate manner?
Yeah, why does a chef have a damn BBL? Okay, you have a live-in chef that has a BBL. And again, he does have a type, like almost all his baby mamas have, like a really stupid big BBL, super thick, and just be clapping it up, right? But let me kind of get into these text messages that were sent, because a lot of people have been reacting to that. And she says, your wife paying me out for the season, and the money you said you would give me for my business, wasting my effing time being here because you got an effing circus going on.
No, you was willing to be a part of that circus. Don't act like that now. I'm telling you, he must have cut something off and she was like, no, that's not what we agreed to. So, okay, if you don't want to keep your end of the bargain going, you don't want to continue what you said that you wanted to continue to keep happening, now you want to cut it off, or now you want to renege on something? Okay, bet, don't worry about it. That's what happened for the most part with a lot of these situations. They be having a verbal agreement, and then once they break it, once the dude or the girl break it, they want to, I'm going to out you now. But it more so happens when that person is not the celebrity. Even on the dude side, if the dude is dealing with a chick and she's up here, he trying to get some bread out of her. Or he going to try to ruin her career because he can't control her actions. But a lot of times that definitely will happen with women. When women are in these positions where the dude is the millionaire or he, a top figure, so to speak, they trying to ruin you and they want to get that money out of you. And that hush money you probably giving them, it ain't enough. They want more than that. And if you ain't willing to give it, then they willing to destroy your character, so to speak.
Out of your life. This is her saying this, all right? So the lady says, well, then if they don't have anything going on, why does she say I'm out of your life? So your wife paying me out for the season, that must be Cardi B. And the money you said you would give me for my business, wasted my effing time being here, okay? So basically, she's saying, look, Cardi B is paying me out for whatever reason, or whoever else is paying me out. You also promised me money for my business. You wasted my time being here
I'm telling you, they not keep, I told you.
because you got an effing circus going on. So what it seems like is it must be some elite cheek clapping going on out there, right? How does he respond? I won't be paying you ish. F, I look like paying you and paying another chef. Is you high B? Who the F gotta give you money for the business? Don't gotta do an M&F thing. And you can get whoever you want. You got my address. Tell them come take the money. Then F you talking about, show me PUSSY. She responds, hi, can you approve my pay with financing, please? So basically he didn't want to pay her, right? And then she's asking for the money. Now this is pretty interesting because again, this happened allegedly on December 2nd. She went to the cops, then she had a change of heart.
Stefon Diggs arrested after woman accuses him of slapping and choking her. There are a lot of good things happening for Stefon Diggs right now. That's all I'm going to say. And when good things are happening for you, people try to bring you down. I don't know about this one. So Stefon Diggs is accused of slapping and choking the female after the two had a disagreement over money, according to a police report. The money gonna do it every time, I'm telling you. This happened at his $2.5 million home in Massachusetts on December 2nd. He is now facing a felony charge of strangulation and a misdemeanor charge of assault and is set to be arraigned on January 23rd. He's in his first year of a 3-year contract worth $69 million with the Patriots. It seems the Patriots are standing behind Stefon on this one. They released a statement saying Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stefon. We will continue to gather information and we will cooperate fully with the appropriate.
Now I want to pose a question. Do we blame Stefon Diggs, who we know love beautiful women and is attached to beautiful women, love having a good time? My boy like fashion and so on and so forth, right? Do we blame him for picking these particular women? Or do we blame the women for their actions and trying to ruin him because of them not being in control of a situation that they probably agreed to? We don't know, right? It's alleged. But do we blame these women for their actions and them being immature and them actually trying to sort of, I wouldn't say ruin a person, but potentially ruin him? Because if this NFL team looks at it on a larger scale, and y'all know how the NFL is, they'll get rid of him. And once they get rid of him, if he don't have a backup plan, if he ain't got bread set up to where he could quadruple his money that he already got or the money that he's getting, he can end up working in the grocery store again. You know what I'm saying? Or he could just lose it all. Which I'm sure he probably got some other stuff going on. He probably into fashion. He probably got real estate, so on and so forth, right? Which I would hope he would. But do we blame him or do we blame the woman? Do we blame him for not keeping up the end of his bargain, or do we blame her for not being in agreements, in agreements with whatever they had? Who do we, hold to that? Who do we fault for this?
Authorities and the NFL as necessary. And then they went on to say, out of respect for all parties involved, they will have no further comment at this time. And something interesting is that the woman told police that she worked for Stefon Diggs and had been employed by the football player until the night of the alleged incident, at which time she quit her job. And she initially declined to press charges, but then changed her mind on December 23rd and notified police that she wanted to press charges against Diggs. I'm trying to figure out what went on that made her change her mind.
Yeah, that's what it's a little fishy. And that's why I asked what I asked, because we cannot always go off of these women's opinions because it fluctuates. They feelings go up and down. They feeling one way one day, and then the next they want to act like they don't like the person. They love the person. The next they want to be with them. They don't want to be with them. Then they want them to go live their life and go have fun and do all of this. And nah, I don't want you to be with that girl. It's just like, what is it? What do you want?
So the lady is saying, well, listen, why didn't, she change or have a change of heart? And I think we got the answer.
Diggs' lawyer called in the court and said, hey, could we have these things suppressed? By the way, the victim has reached out to us and said that all this could be resolved if we meet a monetary demand. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of A$AP Rocky case. And by the way, they dismissed all them shits. You know why? Because it said you weren't going to even press charges on homie if he paid you. It's only because you didn't get paid. That's why you went forward with it. So it's literally have Stefon Diggs' lawyer call into the court to say, hey, judge, can we suppress everything? The reason why is that the victim says that if we give them a certain amount of money, they won't go forward and they're good. Wow.
So basically,
but was it the money that she was rightfully owed? Was it money that he said he was going to pay her? Or is it some extra added on fees that she's now wanting? We got to think about that. Did he say, yeah, I'm going to give you this, and he didn't give it to her? It's a lot of things we got to think about when it comes to this situation, but I don't know.
shout out to academics, because academics are saying something that's really, really important. His team said, look, let's suppress it because she just wants to get paid for the money that he owes her. But now she's went and filed these charges. They feel that these charges are going to be dropped. Now, again, Stefon Diggs already had some problems in the preseason. He was on that yacht with Cardi B in the pink Coke Cane. That was a situation. And then you see what's going on with this situation here. The NFL is now investigating it. You guys are 13-2, if I'm not mistaken, or 13-3. You're having an awesome year, especially from where your team was at last year. I mean, you have a really, really good opportunity to win the Super Bowl or go deep into the playoffs. And now what you're doing is basically you're distracting the team because you have this cheek clapping problem. Now, I want to just say something to us as black men. And I know a lot of brothers are probably not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. A lot of times as black men, we can just pay for something and get the shit over with. All right? And it's always with dudes that got money. I don't know what it is about the dudes that got money that just don't want to pay or make things easier. They don't care. You have the ability to pay for something. You don't want to pay for something. Go ahead on, call somebody, and then, okay, so you don't want to pay. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my whole thing with this. If y'all had an agreement and you didn't keep it on your end all the way solid, the way that you said you was, if you didn't pay up the debt or if you didn't pay whatever you agreed to pay, and now that's all she's asking for, then it shouldn't be, oh, she's trying to reach for a money grab, or she just wants to get into Stefon's pockets. It's like, no, we made this agreement behind closed doors, and y'all are only getting a smidget of what actually took place behind closed doors. And now I'm looking like I'm the villain because he's the football player and I'm just the chef with the BBL. Now I ain't taking her side because I don't know this young lady. But at the same time, sometimes the picture can be painted like that because it's a history of women doing that. It's a history of women only trying to get something out of a man because they don't have the control that they want. And they know, oh, I can come up off of him easy. Like the Shannon Sharp situation. But then a lot of times too, y'all dudes be goofy. Y'all dudes who be having the bread be acting like it's the woman's fault. No, it's you not paying attention and it's decisions you making when you dealing with this person. So we're going to have to hold both sides accountable. We're not just going to act like it's always the woman or it's always the dude. But if you are a millionaire and you in a great financial position, you have to realize that most people, or I ain't going to say most, I'm going to say a large, well, I'm not even going to say that. You just got to be cautious on the type of women that you're dealing with because you know what they after. And then if you paying for the ass, if you paying for the intercourse, brother, what do you expect? You expect for this woman to be a nice, wholesome, respectful. She's giving you in exchange for money. So she probably only cares primarily about money. We can't, come on, man. So on that end, yes, a lot of y'all dudes be goofy. And then on the opposite end, a lot of you women just seek to destroy. And that's the wicked part about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to put the man in the position in a higher position. I'm gonna hold them in a higher regard, because if you was smart enough to get yourself to $1 million and become successful, you should be able to be well thought out enough and well aware of this person probably is not the best person for you. But I'm gonna end this video right here. If y'all want to watch the rest of this video, go to O'Shea Duke Jackson channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Pop your issue in the comment section below too, because I am responding back, and y'all can say whatever y'all need to say to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm this is one of them channels that you can express however you feel, as long as you're respectful. It's all good. Love, peace, and prosperity. Hello, goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevate until we hear the head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love, not hate. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Be great. Go on.